What is your skin type? Is your skin oily? Is it normal? Is it dry? Well, is this even a real thing? It's not a perfect science, I can tell you that for a fact. But if you wash your face, you wait an hour, and you feel oily all over, you know who you are, then you have oily skin. Now, if you wash your face, you wait an hour, and you feel dry, you feel tight, you feel irritated, then you have dry skin. And then if you're somebody who's never even thought about that because you've never had to think about it, or you're just oily in the T-zone, then you probably have normal or combination skin. And in this video, we're gonna be talking about our two newest products from Remedy, our gel to foam cleanser, our first cleanser, and our barrier repairing lightweight gel moisturizer, our second moisturizer, because we also have a rich cream moisturizer. What's up, everyone? We're back. I'm Dr. Shah.
Dr. Maxfield.
Welcome back to our channel, Doctorly, where we talk about all things skincare and dermatology. I'm the founder of Remedy. Dr. Maxfield is the founder of Script, and we are trying to create some of the best products based on all the things that we've taught you over the past few years. So in this video, building you an oily skincare routine, here we go.
Here we go. So the first thing he mentioned, which was what is your skin type? I actually think, even though it's a very imprecise science, and if it even qualifies as science, I really don't think so. But it is extremely important. Like, this step of knowing your skin is something you should be doing before you purchase any products to treat your skin. So for me, my skin type has changed over the years. I used to be definitely oily to combination. Now I'm much more combination true, where I'm a little bit oily here and a bit dry and sensitive everywhere else. So it does really matter to treat your skin like you know your skin. Now, if you have oily skin, why do you have oily skin? It can be enlarged oil glands. It can be phymatous rosacea. It can coexist with conditions like acne and dandruff. Now, the ingredients that you're going to need for your skin are either going to remove oil from your skin, absorb oil that's on your skin, or decrease oil production.
Right, so the ingredients that decrease oil production are gonna be your retinoids, your niacinamide, azelaic acid, I believe in one study, and green tea. Right, so you have limited options, and none of them do a great job except for probably oral retinoids like Accutane. Then when it comes to removing oil from the skin, salicylic acid is going to be the key ingredient here, and really the surfactants in your cleansers. I also find oil cleansers to be more drying than other cleansers, believe it or not, and I think it's because like dissolves like, and then the surfactants remove away even my natural oils. So that's just an interesting thing that I've observed on myself. And then finally, to absorb oil, you have ingredients like perlite, you have silica, you have starch, and they actually absorb oil. And then you have, for example, the most extreme form of this would be your blotting papers that actually remove oil from the skin. So with all that in mind, these are the ingredients that you would want to look for in an oily skincare routine. But when I'm building a routine for my patients, I actually only ask them two questions after then I go and I analyze their skin myself. But I ask them two questions. I say, what is your skin type? Actually, this is very important to me because I'm not going to pick a cleanser for you that's very drying if you have dry skin, right? So I have to know how you perceive your skin so I can pick the right cleansers and moisturizers for you. So what's your skin type? I do ask that question. And then the number two is, what is your main skin concern? And that's actually the only two questions I ask. That's actually when we wrote our book for skincare. That's the two questions I asked people who read the book to try to answer before they went and built a routine based on the book. So it's very important to know those things. So the second question is, what is your main skin problem? So is that fine lines or wrinkles? Is that dark spots? Is that textured skin? Is that large pores? Is that rosacea, right? You got to pick one. And a lot of the products will do multiple things, but it's really important for you to anchor on one thing you want to target first. And if you don't have anything you want to target, you just want to age healthy, then it makes it very simple. You just look for ingredients that prolong your collagen, support your collagen, protect your collagen, for example. So building that routine, we start off with a cleanser. So our first cleanser coming from Remedy, super excited about this. We've actually been using this at our home for a very long time, and this is exactly the cleanser that my wife uses. She kind of has acne prone skin, believe it or not. And when since she has acne prone skin, she's been using a salicylic acid cleanser for a very, very long time. So this just completely replaced the cleanser that she was using. So this is our gel to foam cleanser. The textural experience was really important to me here and tough to get right. So this starts out as a clear gel, it turns into a nice lather, and then it foams up really nicely. So it really does give you that beautiful foaming experience, and it has a small amount of salicylic acid, 0.5%, so it's not overly drying, but it does a great job removing those oils from the skin without overly stripping. What's your experience been so far?
Right, so I'm staying at his house again, so I get to try new Remedy. This is actually the only time I get to try new Remedy products because I'm still on the PR list, never have the not bitter at all.
We sent you 100 lip products to your office.
And nothing else, still bitter, not not thankful. But no, just kidding. But this cleanser is great. So for me, the experience with the cleanser, it's always like, the thing you always hear is like, first off, is it non-stripping? Definitely not stripping. The skin feels better after I wash than before I wash, which I like. And again, this has the ingredients and the texture that plays really well for the oily areas of my skin. Salicylic acid is one of only 2 ingredients I like better in a cleanser than leave-on products, the other one being benzoyl peroxide, because of how well those do in a cleanser. They're like high functioning ingredients, even in a rinse off step. So for me, huge win. Love the way it makes you feel. And I think it's easy to incorporate into your routine.
And I know when Dr. Maxfield is using a product at my house that irritates his skin, because he's not irritated today, actually. No redness, which I'm actually very impressed with. So something is working. Could be the water filter in your shower also. It's a big difference with the cleansers. All right, so that's the cleanser. I'm very excited about this. It's the first step. Now you have a cleanse, treat, protect that's about to occur, which I'm very excited about. But like I said, it's a gel. I don't know if you can see this. We'll show you a nice little lather video. I hope you love the experience and would love to hear all of your feedback. Of course, your feedback means a ton to me.
Now, after cleansing, you're going to go to your leave-on products, and this is kind of the ethos of Remedy. We're just actually going to pick one because you only are going to need one here, and this would be Remedy for pores. So this was a product I actually think I used this for a year almost straight without nearly any interruption. And so this has a combination of products, again, for oil control, removing oil, including salicylic acid, green tea, niacinamide, encapsulated retinol, and this is your complete treatment step for your routine.
Right, so this is great for pores, but it's also great for oily skin because of all those ingredients there. But even though those are the 2 main things it does, which is pores and oily skin, it doesn't mean that it's not gonna help with dark spots because it has retinol and it has niacinamide, right? So there's this overlap in it. If you have, for example, aging skin, fine lines and wrinkles, that retinol and that niacinamide will make a big difference. So it's not like just because it's targeted towards pores, it won't do more, but if your main concern is pores, then I think that's a great option. This is also a good opportunity to put other treatments in your routine. So you could say, okay, I have my cleanser for oily skin, I have my moisturizer for oily skin, but my middle step, I'm gonna go after my main skin concerns. So you could do pores, you could do healthy age, you could do Remedy for healthy aging here if you have fine lines and wrinkles. If you want those peptides, you want those exfoliants, you want that retinaldehyde, then Remedy for healthy aging. If you have dark spots as your main concern in oily skin, then you want your kojic acid, you want your glutathione, you want your silymarin, you want your retinol, you want, for example, right? So you could use that there. Or you could say, well, you know what? I have my prescription tretinoin that I want to use as my main treatment to target my main skin concerns because I have acne, for example, or I have wrinkles, I have whatever issue there might be. Still cleanser for oily skin, moisturizer for oily skin, and in between at that treat step, this is where you're going to use that tretinoin. And speaking of not being on the PR list, I'm not on the PR list for script either. In fact, I have to pay monthly for my script that I get, which is the prescription tazarotene that gets shipped to my house, which also has niacinamide in it, which makes it a good option for oily skin as well. So guess what? I'm also not on anyone's PR list. In fact, I'm paying full price and getting billed monthly for my prescription.
Yeah, fair enough. But I think it's illegal to put you on a PR list without, there's like a little nuance with the prescription stuff. Now, beyond your treatment phase, then you have your protect phase, and here it's going to be your moisturizer. And so for me, he has the Remedy for moisturizing, which was the Remedy for moisturizing.
Remedy for moisturizing, rich cream moisturizer.
Right, and then this is the Remedy for moisturizing,
lightweight gel moisturizer.
Right, so the funny thing is I've been sacrilegious and I prefer the rich cream on my body. That's just how I live. My body loves like super thick creams.
That's gonna get expensive fast.
Yeah, I need to be on that PR list of fans. So, but my face, I think just because of the oil gland density, in fact I know that to be true, really prefers lightweight moisturizers. So this is one actually I'm really looking forward to.
Right, so if you have oily skin, you're gonna really like this moisturizer. It's a lot of ingredients that you would expect in a really nice moisturizer, but the main thing that we looked for was the experience, right? So you have your ceramides, you have panthenol, which is an incredible barrier repairing ingredient, vitamin B5, you have glycerin, squalane, again, niacinamide, but at a lower concentration here. And the main thing is that this is in this airless pump, is that beautiful gel texture. Now, to get this right is quite challenging because people with oily skin hate moisturizers, but one of the challenges is, and you'll hear this about a lot of gel moisturizers, is that they don't last, right? You'll put it on and within an hour or two it evaporates and your skin still feels dry. So you have to, or it doesn't feel moisturized, it doesn't feel hydrated, right? So for this, we had to balance this like texture, lightweight gel, but still give you that moisturizing feel that lasts long. And so that's a dance you're doing a little bit in formulation. So this is definitely going to come down to preference, but it really is just a beautiful gel moisturizer. It leaves you with a little bit of a dewy glow, but not too much. And it does dry down really quickly, really nicely, and is of course invisible. So just a really nice lightweight gel moisturizer to fit into your routine. So cleanse, treat, protect. We officially have an entire remedy routine with our remedy essentials. Now you could still use the Rich Cream Moisturizer at night. My dream was to launch a Rich Cream Cleanser at the same time that we launched the Rich Cream Moisturizer, but it just wasn't ready yet. So stay tuned. If you're following along, you could probably guess that we will be coming out with a complimentary dry skin cleanser that will be coming eventually.
Nice, and that's great. So as you can see, like these will all be tailored and created for your skin type, whoever you are. And if you're someone who, I think like me, when dewy skin was like the thing, and I kind of was sitting back like, oh, it's not for me, you know, I'm a little bit naturally dewy, then this is exactly the kind of routine you want for you. So hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully you love these products. Hopefully you get on a PR list. I don't know what you need to do that, but good luck.
There is no PR list. There's no PR list.
Okay, well, you're out of luck. So anyway, hope you enjoy these products. Remedy, cleanser, moisturizer out now for normal to oily skin. Have a great time, and we will see you next time.
Thank you all so much for tuning in. We finally have a Remedy routine, and thank you all so much for your support of Remedy. It means the world. Our YouTube channel is so supportive of the brand, both Script and Remedy, so we're super grateful for all of you. Would love to hear all of your feedback. You all leave incredible feedback both on our website, in our emails, and in our comments, and that feedback really does guide the decisions that we make. We also do a lot of polling on what we're going to develop next and what those forms are going to look like. So if you're on our email list, you'll get a lot of those questions, and filling out those surveys are extremely helpful to us because we basically hold those as, if you vote for something, that's how we package and make it. So it's very important to us to get that feedback. So thank you all. We're very appreciative of you, and thank you for helping us build this brand.
Yeah, super appreciative, very thankful for being a part of this journey with you, and we will see you next time.